Welcome to Toffee TV. Here's the match reaction. Everton 1, Manchester City 3. Everton beaten at home again. Only tonight, I don't really think we can complain too much. Just beaten by a far better team whose players move and don't stand around. I thought there was fight and commitment on show for most of the game. For Everton tonight, I thought they stuck to the game plan, the shape, but they were just beaten by a better team, and sometimes you just have to hold your hand up and just accept it. You know, they're an incredible football team, 17 wins on the run, won every game in 2021, score goals for fun, and what more can you say? Before the game, you know, I was hoping Alan would make the starting lineup. He wasn't even in the squad. I think that probably makes him, I don't think we'll see Alan now till Southampton at home. Obviously the manager tried to be solid, which is fine. You know, went with the team that he thought could do a decent job for us. And in the first, listen, City come out and were brilliant right from the off. The movement is incredible. Players like Phil Foden are a joy to watch. But I thought Everton stuck to the task quite well. They're always going to get opportunities. They're such a good side, and you know, we limited them to few and far between in that opening half an hour. Gabriel Jesus should have done better. Jordan Pickford had to make a save after a couple of minutes from Cancelo. But other than that, it was, you know, the kind of thing, bit of last gasp defending. Lost Yerry Mina after 15 minutes, which was obviously a blow to the team, because when you've got a shape and a way of playing and everything else, you know, it can disrupt you. But I thought Coleman come on and done all right, to be fair to him. You know, he tried to get forward. I thought he was fine. I don't really think there was an issue with Seamus Coleman at all. And if anything, it gave us a little bit more attacking impetus. Ben Godfrey was quite solid at left back. You know, when obviously Mason Holgate went in at centre back alongside Michael Keane, and was all right. But City got the breakthrough. Phil Foden, you know, bit of luck on it. It hit Seamus Coleman on the heel and, you know, diverted past Jordan Pickford in goal. Whether he'd have got to the initial shot, I'm not sure, but he was going that way. But, you know, a bit of luck for Foden, and it ends up in the net, and you start to fear the worst. But Everton, to be fair to them, carried on carried on with the plan, got forward, and scored a really good goal. You know, good play from Decore, good move. We break it, you know, wide. It goes from one side to the other. Sigurdsson keeps it alive, and then Seamus Coleman makes a brilliant run, and Iwobi finds him. Good ball, and Dean smashes it against the post. Hits a Charles, and it's 1-1. And you're like, right, you know, City haven't conceded the goal for I think the only goal he conceded in the last half a dozen games or whatever was a penalty against Liverpool. So, you know, we were level, knew it was going to be difficult, but went in at half time quite buoyed, thinking, you know what, we've worked hard there, we've dug in, you know, we know that we're going to give the ball up to them. But we come out for the second half and they just stepped up a gear, and we didn't. We kind of just went further and further back. And that was the frustrating thing, really. And I think one thing that, this is not Carlo Ancelotti's fault for me, but the one thing that I still find really annoying and really difficult to understand is the amount of money we've spent, and yet we're trying to scrap and hang on for a point at home. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not blaming Ancelotti, it's just the way, the money we've spent. We just haven't got players who can get us up the pitch. We haven't got athletic players, or enough of them, certainly, in the team. And it was always going to be difficult trying to keep them out. But again, an hour's gone and they've not really done much. You know, Jesus has fired one over, and there's few little frustrations coming in. And you're thinking, you know, we've still got James Rodriguez, still got Josh King maybe to come off the bench, and, you know, we can stay in this game a bit longer. But then we switch off, and Riyad Mahrez scores an absolutely brilliant goal. You know, they have a little bit of an overload. Bernardo Silva rolls it to him, and he loves a goal against Everton. He whips it in from the edge of the box, in off the post. Nothing Pickford could do about it. 2-1 behind. And from that moment, there was never any doubt that Man City would win the game. And they got a third goal. Could Jordan Pickford done a bit better? Probably. It's his hand and goes in. But why has Bernardo Silva got that much time on the edge of the box to get a shot away? So I'm more disappointed with the defensive aspect of that. We didn't really have anything else. We'd had a couple of little moments at 1-1 where Sigurdsson couldn't sort his feet out. We'd overhit a cross, but I can't stand here and honestly tell you that Everton deserved anything, because they didn't. City, we were just beaten by a better team. Sunday, it was attitude and laziness. that cost us the game against Fulham tonight. We were just beaten by simply a better team. I think the players put the effort in. I think the players worked to the game plan, which was stay behind the ball, try and make it difficult for them. I think they all put the effort in. It just wasn't to be. So no complaints from me. Man of the match for Everton, Richarlison probably, just because I think Seamus Coleman did well when he come on. But I thought Tom Davies had done all right, the core. But I think Richarlison, because he scores a goal, albeit it's a little bit lucky, but he was up on his own and it's difficult, and he got hold of it for us and won us free kicks and tried to bring other people into play. So I think for me, he was, it was his best performance in terms of working hard, staying alert against a really tough opponent. So I'd probably give it to Richarlison. That's just off the top of my head. So there you go. That's my match reaction. Yeah, give the video a thumbs up if you like. Subscribe if you haven't, if you want more videos. Join us on Patreon. Otherwise, enjoy your night. See you later.